Alright guys, and welcome to Environmental Economics. So I'll be going through this segment here of introducing the class, the whole general idea behind it in an online video so that you guys can look at it and then look at other videos and be prepared for the in-class portion. So in this semester, this class is offered in a half online, half in-person kind of format. And the way I expect it to run throughout the semester is that you cover all of the online stuff before we go through the in-class stuff. So the kind of structure that it's going to follow throughout the semester is that you're going to have to watch a series of videos online. It shouldn't be too long, I'm not expecting it to be the whole hour and a half, but then with that extra time, you're going to have to answer a quiz and do an assignment. So I suggest always to look at the assignment questions before you look at the videos. That's why you're kind of trying to see different kinds of information throughout the videos. And without watching the videos, some of the questions might be quite hard to answer. Same thing with the assignment questions. I'm not trying to get you at any point in time. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys see the information, understand, and take a bit of time to analyze it. So this is the first time that I do environmental economics in this kind of format, but I've done it with real estate economics and behavioral economics before, and it's been quite successful. I really like teaching in this format where you guys kind of get a first glance at a subject. You get your feet wet by trying to answer some of the questions. Some of the questions will be straightforward. You should be able to answer them no problem throughout. And some of the questions will be kind of like for you guys to start getting with the thought process and everything else. So regardless of if you feel you could answer the whole thing or part, make sure you go through the process and you have something to say in class. So then afterwards, when you come to the class, well, I'll make sure to answer any general questions you may have that you really want to ask at the beginning. Otherwise, I'll make sure that the quiz that you did, the questions that you got were clear. Not everyone will have the same quiz questions, but if you have any issues when any of the questions or you think that your answer should have been right, raise it either to me individually or me in class. And that way I'll be able to adjust. I'm always open to that as well. And then more importantly, we're going to be going through the assignment. So the assignment, you'll have to submit it to me via Moodle as a PDF file. If it's not a PDF file, it won't open on my Moodle page. It's an extra hassle to me and I won't accept it. So make sure that you convert whatever it is that you're using, Word or Pages, to a PDF file before uploading. And then with that PDF file, I'll be looking through it before class, but during class, I'll be asking you guys to present some of your answers. So part of the evaluation will be based on what you submit to me, and part of it will be based on what you present in class. I'll be listening mainly to what's in class, but if you send me a blank document, you won't be getting good grades either. So I'll more look through the assignment quickly and listen to what you guys have to say, and then look through the assignment again, and then assign you a mark. So that's the format of the classroom. And then once all of that is done and through those assignment questions, we're going to be able to push the envelope further. We're going to be able to look at more applied examples and examples that are important to you. So at this stage here, there's still some openness into what I expect of you guys going throughout in the semester. I'll be asking you in the first week what you guys think are the most pressing environmental issues right now and what you would like to work on so that I could kind of tailor my class to some extent to what you guys have mentioned. I've emailed most of you throughout the semester and trying to get some information. Only a few emailed back about what you would find interesting. But in those first few weeks, I'll be trying to gather as much of that information as possible so I could answer those questions throughout the semester. So if you have any burning questions about environmental economics, well, make sure to send them my way, and that way I could try to incorporate it somehow. I've had questions from students in the ESG program here at Bishops through another professor, and I will be using some of those questions I get from other students to create videos to try to illustrate what's going on in practice with respect to any of the subjects that you might be seeing on the news headlines. So take a look at all of that, make sure that you're clear with it, and you're good to go. Overall, you're going to be evaluated on the quizzes, which is individual basis. You'll be evaluated on the assignments, which you can do in teams of 3. and then on the final project, which you can do in teams of 3 as well. So the final project is still up for grabs. Exactly how we're going to format it, we can have a discussion in class, see what's most interesting to you and how the semester goes. I've had 2 different alternatives in the past. One's been a debate and one's been a project that from the beginning of the semester till the end, you work through and you try to get it implemented. And although that second idea was very interesting, the semester is quite quick. It's quite hard to go through all of the steps, even though it's a very local problem that you might be attacking. So I'm going to try to find a way to have both come to play. So I'll probably have you guys work out a proposal, and out of some of those proposals will be turned into debates and whatnot. So we'll see how that works with time. But at the end of the day, that's kind of the general goal of getting you guys understanding how environmental policies are developed and what are the different things you have to consider. So the first few semesters are going to be looking more at like the environmental basics, and also what kind of problems mean that the free market equilibrium is not optimal, all the market failures. And then when we understand that, I'm going to be going in a different kind of approach than some of the textbooks. I will be going straight to what are some of the policies that could be used. So taxes, cap and trade systems, standards, laws, education, be going through that. And then once we understand the different policies and whatnot, well, what do we need to be able to calculate? Well, how much should this tax be? Well, we have to be able to evaluate benefits, costs, and whatnot. So it's going to be a very applied format. I try to see it as what do I want you guys to achieve and what's the best way to get there. And hopefully it works out well this semester. So I hope you enjoy it. We'll be discussing a little bit more in class. Make sure you do your different homeworks before the class. It's always due on the morning of. So you guys, class is on the Monday. So Monday, 8 a.m., assignments, quizzes, everything is due. That way, make sure that you guys are done with it. You're prepared for class. But also, I have some time to look through some of the common errors so that it can direct some of the discussion in class as well. Looking forward to meeting you guys in person, and I'll see you soon.